Hello everyone, I am Roach Dubs.
Who the fuck was that guy? Anyway, today I want to talk about weird relationship types that I see a lot or just that are existing in general. And honestly, if you're in a relationship and whatever you're doing is working for you two and you and your partner are happy, don't listen to what this random person says on the internet and let that change anything about you. Happiness is hard to come by, especially when you add another person into the mix, because oftentimes adding someone else into your life creates a lot of trouble. But if you can get through it, it creates a blooming, blossoming, happy, fun time. But anyways, the relationship types I see are often just things that I find fairly weird. Now everyone has different things that they do, and I completely understand that. But at what point are we just, at what point is it just a little like weird? And I know being weird is subjective, and once again, whatever makes you happy, do that. But some things that I find weird are like the dominant and submissive relationship things. Now I'm not talking like behind closed doors or whatever. I'm talking about like in public. Like you want your significant other to call you yes sir or yes ma'am in public, or like yes mommy or yes daddy or something like that in public. That's not weird. Like hypothetically, if you were in a store and you see this man talking to his wife or whatever, and he's like, go get this over there, she's like, yes sir, or yes dad, like that ain't odd to y'all? Like, there's nothing wrong with having a dominant, submissive role in a relationship. Like, it's just how some of them are. But when we show that to the public and make it in our everyday life, like, why do you want your partner to call you sir or mommy or whatever all the time? Like, I understand it's respectful or whatever, but it's weird. You know what I'm saying? And then again, like with that whole dom thing, like, you could walk in their house one day and be looking for them, and next thing you know, one of them got the other one tied up, spread eagle on the bed. You know what I'm saying? So they often have some really kinky, odd things going on when it comes to that dominant, submissive thing. But everybody different, I guess. I just find it a little weird. Another one I think about a lot is like the whole toxic thing. And if you don't know what a toxic relationship is, it's just a relationship that is harmful to like both people in it, yet they still stay in the relationship, I guess because they like the thrill or like the constant, arguing, or just like the overall unhappiness, which is really weird. But something I see in toxic relationships a lot is like one person is infected by the other person's toxicity. Like there could be this one dude in a relationship and he cheats on his girlfriend, and then like he comes back home and it's a whole bunch of gaslighting and you made me cheat because you don't do this, and then the girl goes out and cheats on the dude and she comes back home, you made me cheat, arguing on all of that, but nothing changes. Like they keep on doing that and they keep on arguing. And honestly, something that really sucks is when people that are in toxic relationships have kids, and then their kids have to go through that entire toxic thing too. Like, what is going on? Like, how can you like being with somebody that's toxic? What do you gain from that? Like, you have a constant person that's arguing with you, and you have no like peace of mind, or you're never just happy with them, and you're always in some type of trouble. Like, what kind of relationship dynamic is that? Like, it's not peaceful. Like, relationships are supposed to be fun and peaceful, and you can rely on the other person. But in a toxic one, it's like a constant battle for who's more mad at the other one, who did the other one the most wrong. I don't understand how people can stay in situations like that just are constantly infecting them with negativity. But everyone's different, and I've never been the type to judge. Another one I think about a lot is those like polyamorous relationships, or those like open relationships to where like, hey buddy, you want to come over here and my wife, and the wife is completely fine with it, the husband's fine with it, and you're like, what? Because that happens a lot, believe it or not. Like, there's people that like the idea of being cucked, or watching their wife be intimate with another man, or a woman watching their husband be intimate with another man, or whatever in between, watching their partner be intimate with someone else. That's cuckoldry. That's being in an open relationship. Being polyamorous is like being polyamorous and being in an open relationship are fairly the same thing, but I'll get you a better definition for a polyamorous relationship. Give me 1 second. So being in a polyamorous relationship is like the practice of engaging in multiple romantic and typically sexual relationships with the consent of all people involved. So like a man that has like 3 wives, that's a polyamorous relationship. If I'm wrong, please let me know. But being in a polyamorous relationship is like not being like, you're with one person, but you're not tied down per se. Like you could go talk to multiple people or do this with multiple people, and as long as everyone's consenting, it's fine. So I know some people would be like, oh, that's just cheating and da. What you are thinking about is a monogamous relationship, which is just one person with the other person, nothing else comes in between them. But people that are polyamorous, they're pretty chill, you know. Like a dude can walk up and be like, hey man, these are all 6 of my wives, and I'm like, 6? That's more than a starting NBA lineup. How can you handle that many people at once? But as long as they're happy, man, who cares? But the thought of like an open relationship or a polyamorous relationship is kind of funny. Because like with the open relationship, it's usually just like 2 people, you know, and but they often have like sexual relationships with other people or physical relationships with other people, and you know, just being with other people besides their partner. And it's funny because like dudes really be on the internet talking about some like, hey, come my wife, you know, I'm down, I want to watch, I want to record, I want to sit in the corner and record it while it happens. And people accept those invitations. Like me personally, I wouldn't be comfortable stepping up to the plate because your husband wants to watch me do something to you, like the wife, you know what I'm saying? Like if a dude invited me to fuck his wife, I think I would have to decline very politely, be like, no thanks man, I'm just not into that or whatever. Moving right along, we have another one which is called friends with benefits, and now everyone's heard of this. It's such a weird situation to be in. It's like being friends with someone but y'all have like sex occasionally. Ain't that weird? What are you niggas doing? You know what I'm saying? Like how is that a normal thing? You know what I'm saying? I feel like there will always be feeling caught with the friends with benefits situation, or like just being stuck in the friend zone. You know, there will always be one person that has feelings towards the other one, and like they can't explore it more because the other one isn't either looking for a relationship or they don't want to bring it past anything besides physical attraction, which is tough because if you're ever going to be intimate with somebody, I know like damn well there will be romantic feelings that come across with it, like towards the end or whatever, that you just won't be able to act on because one person is just thinking it's a friends with benefits relationship and one person is looking for a more long-term, you know, sophisticated, let's get married type of thing. But that's tough. It's a tough tits, you know. You're not everybody's gonna get what they want in life, and you're just not one that's gonna get it. Skill issue, get better. Moving right along, I got long distance relationships. Like, you know, why are y'all having e-sex in the library? You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't nobody trying to hear that shit, bro. I know the Wi-Fi better in the library than it is in your apartment or your house, but ain't nobody trying to see that shit, bro. Like, the thing with these long distance relationships is like, oftentimes it could actually be like really sweet. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't have the same things that everyone in person has, so they have to make do with what they have. And being in a long distance relationship is like trusting the other person completely because you're not even around. So you know, while you on a Skype call and like she got like her top half of the body in the camera, her bottom half could be getting drilled by like a 6'8" black dude and you have no idea. So it's tough. Like being in a long distance relationship, you don't know what's going on, but when y'all finally meet up and all of that, I'm sure it'll be like fireworks and everything's new. But the thing about long distance is like, how can you do that? Like like, oh, let's FaceTime and go to sleep on the phone, and you wake up, your phone is on fire because your phone overheated because you can't stand being on FaceTime. Or like being on electronics all the time just to talk to your significant other would be insane. Or like even getting into arguments online. Like let's say you get into an argument with your online girlfriend, right? And she just gets so mad at you that she don't respond for like a week, and she come back saying, oh my God, I missed you. You know she got plowed through that entire week where she wasn't with you. But it be like that sometimes, bro. But overall, relationships are a great thing. Whatever you can get to work, make it work. Whatever makes you happy, go for it, you know. Don't let a random guy on the internet make you feel better or worse about whatever you got going on in your relationship. If you're happy with what you're doing, stay with it. And thank y'all for being here today. And I love all y'all. See you later on.